Hey, great Friday evening. We made it. It is Friday. And we will definitely have a short show today. I'm guessing uh, it's been a very, very quiet weekend. Let me turn off the iPad. It gives it that glare on the bottom that I don't like. And I've got to figure out this light issue. I just don't like the light issue. Ah, wardrobe malfunction. Wardrobe malfunction. Wardrobe malfunction. Makeup. Why don't we just trust in time? Self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. I don't know. I thought that was like, makeup. Does anyone even know that song? Anyone? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And no more short shows. I'm going to do my best not to. It's kind of crazy because, not much has happened in the city of Brownsville. We're still waiting for the mega surprise that we're going to. Yes, toxicity! Toxicity in our city. Still waiting to hear the amazing, amazing, great news that the mayor has in regards to Elon Musk. And again, anxiously waiting. We'll talk a little bit about this. Good evening, Alea. Good evening, Luciano Hermoso. Good evening, I love you. I have a crush on you. Yes, toxicity is true. Ramona Dutton. Good evening. Just to throw out what I posted on recently, one of the things that I grew up working at Whataburger. It was actually one of my first jobs that I've ever had, besides working at Johnson and Johnson Office Supply. I did work at Johnson and Austin Office Supply because that's where Dad worked, and I used to go and sweep their floors and clean their windows. And I actually started working summers as soon as I turned 10, 11 years old. And I remember, because it was kind of a trippy deal, the Johnsons, they were kind to me. The Johnsons were kind. The Johnsons were kind. They didn't they didn't have to let me be there, but they would camera off. My camera off. They would. Oh my God! Why am I having these technical difficulties? There, I'm back. The Johnsons. They own Johnson and Johnson Office Supply. Let me tell you, it was here on Levy Street, catty cornered from where the courthouse is at, and my dad worked there for many, many years. It's 5 p.m. and you're sleepy already. It's been a long day, Baba. Hey, let's go do supper. Vámonos. Well, I'll leave at 9:30, 9:45. Papa used to work there as a sales guy. Didn't earn a lot of money, but it was his job. And during the summers, I would come and work for the Johnsons, again sweeping, cleaning out windows, and actually started selling stuff as well. A lot of the customers back then were individuals that were coming in from Mexico, and that was the constant flow of folks coming in. Individuals from Mexico. Back then, the peso hadn't been devaluated. Talking about late 70s, early 80s, it was a good time. And then all of a sudden, after 86, I think, is when the peso devaluated. I think it was with Raul Salinas de Gortari, if I'm not mistaken, or one of those ratas. And it was a mess. Business started to go down for the Johnsons. And again, I wasn't asked to come back to work. But, it was kind of funny because back then, 10, 11-year-old, 12-year-old guys, I was making $10 a week. $10 a week. And this is considering that I was out there working dad's schedule. So literally, I was there for like 40 hours a week. And I got paid $10 a week. I was ecstatic. I was young back then. And $10 back then is a lot different from $10 right now. And let me say that one of the things that I greatly appreciated about working for the Johnsons, was that we as a family were struggling back then. And again, we as a family, guys, we never had it bad. I know that sometimes some of my siblings want to go that route. Guys, we didn't have it that bad. We had a great, great childhood. We had our issues, our difficult situations. We, like almost families did. But my parents, my mom, my dad, my stepmom, they did an amazing job, guys. An amazing, amazing job is to put food on the table, to make sure that we were clothed. And, we never were individuals or families that had expensive clothes. Right now, I just saw a picture of my one of my sisters who's out there in Las Vegas and didn't take me. And, she's shopping her heart out. And more power to her. Great, great, great for them. And Gucci bags and, I don't know, Michael Kors stuff and other stuff. And, just shopping away. It's just a great, great thing. I'm very, very proud that they have the means to go and do that, guys. And, we didn't have that opportunity while we were growing up. So I can understand why, we as a family would like the finer things because they are things that we weren't raised with. Doesn't mean that we had a bad childhood, guys. We had a great childhood. And again, my parents did an amazing, amazing job. Parents, step-parents, grandparents, amazing job. Amazing, amazing job. But those $10, I remember that at the end of the week when Papa got his check, Alicia got her check, and I would get my little envelope with my $10, we would all throw the money on top of the table, even my $10. And we would figure out what bills we were going to pay that week. Sometimes, and guys, this is us growing up, sometimes we couldn't pay all the bills. We couldn't pay all the bills, but we did our best to pay the most important, to make sure that we continued to have enough to live. And I make mention of this again because we pooled our money. And, one of the things that was always funny for me, do y'all remember back in the day, there was a pizza from a Pizza Hut called the Taco Pizza. Does anyone remember the Taco Pizza? And they had this slogan: "It's a taco, taco, taco pizza. It's a taco, taco, taco pizza. It's a taco, taco, taco pizza. Taco pizza at Pizza Hut." Something like that. Just I got word from Mayor and Elon. They're considering me for a consulting position. Free Sylvia. No, free Sylvia. Sylvia does not come free, and we do not want her free from jail either. Sylvia, I miss you. Not really. I'm so glad that you're in federal penitentiary. And Erasmo was on live laughing his butt off. You tried to destroy me, you piece of crap. You tried to destroy me. You tried to ruin my life. You tried to imply and to file charges against me for having sex with students in cars and stuff. 100% not true, you piece of crap. And guess what, baby? I'm still out here fighting the corrupt politicians as yourself. I'm fighting your children, and you are locked up in federal pen. Ain't that something, baby? But I make mention of that. Love you, Sylvia. Not really. I make mention of that because my next job was at Whataburger. And at Whataburger, we thrived on the QSC, which stands for QSC. Anybody? Let's see if anybody guesses. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. God bless you. Elena, hermosa, hermosa. Dory, hermosa, good evening, good evening. A game time, a play, yes, mama. And Trey blocked me from commenting on his page. They tend to do that. I think I'm blocked as well. You know, it's kind of lame that they would go that route. But again, it's just how petty they are. If you are asking any questions, guys, if you're asking any questions that they don't appreciate, that doesn't fit their narrative, they're going to block you. Your voice, your opinion is not important to them. Good evening, good evening, good evening. El Gallo de Joe Valdez. Good evening, a Peppermint Good evening, good evening, good evening. That's from Washington State. Izzy Brii! Washington State! I want to go to Washington State! I want to go to Seattle. I was thinking about going to Seattle actually for a weekend. Let me know, Izzy, how good it is. Because I really do want to go up there for at least a weekend just to check it out. That'd be interesting. I've never been to that part of town. Hey, Kenina, I'm praying for your mom. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Is it? Good evening. Good. It is a good evening. No, it's Friday. Is it me or but you freeze? I think I'm not freezing, guys. Is anyone else having issues? I don't think so. Whataburger QSC. Whataburger QSC. Hola, Adrian. 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 Good evening, Joseph, my man, Joseph. Papa, good evening. But guys, QSC, anyone? Nadia? Goodness gracious. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 Adrian. Quality safety crew. No. Almost. You're loud and clear. Quality service and cleanliness. Quality in product, great service, and cleanliness. That was QSC. Does the mayor live in Brownsville? I think he does. He surely does. He might have property outside of Brownsville, that's for sure. But the mayor does live in Brownsville. Guys, quality, service, and cleanliness. Quality, service, and cleanliness. And back then, guys, we had Guadalupe Gutierrez as our manager. And let me tell you, Guadalupe Gutierrez was one tough cookie. Guy was on point. The guy was strict. The guy taught you something in regards to working traits, working skills. Let me tell you, the guy was on point. I remember one time, let me tell you guys, never, ever, ever, Whataburger 280, which is the one on 802, which is the one that I worked with. Never, folks, never would that place be dirty. Ever, ever. And let me say, the manager, I mean, he would walk around and, hey, si van a estar acá enfrente, van a limpiar make sure that the dining room is clean. Guys, never would you walk into a Whataburger, ever, and it'd be dirty, ever. Because Guadalupe Gutierrez would let you have it. And that guy could scream. That guy would call you out. And being that we were young, impressionable back then, and back then, no existía like, I got rights. I got rights. I can do. No, you can't talk to me that way. I got rights. That didn't exist. We want a Chipotle in Brownsville. My Lord, Manny. Puro runs. I love Chipotle, though. But it does give you the runs. So, guys, let me say that again. The guy was tough as a manager. But quality guaranteed. Orders would not come out longer than 6 minutes. Our orders had to be out by 6 minutes. Service, impeccable, guys. Customer was always right. It's pretty awesome, but I lose a lot of signal. I'm up in the mountains camping. Oh, take me! I've got to go visit. So, guys, on point. One time, one time he was in his office, and I think doing paperwork or something. So I said it was going to be 12 o'clock, and uh, I was scheduled to leave like at 10, but I decided to stay and help because they needed help. So I stayed till 12. So as soon as 12 came along, I went up to Mr. Gutierrez and I said, Mr. Gutierrez, it's 12 o'clock. I already checked everything. He says, you checked everything? I said, yes, sir. Because you had to go do a clean around, restock, clean, and everything. So he goes, okay, vamos. So, I mean, he must have been upset or something. We're walking down the dining room. We're walking out in the parking lot. The parking lot, guys. We had to check the parking lot every 30 minutes. Guys, walking around everywhere, guys. Impeccable. Because we knew him. Pero andaba caliente, And guys, I'd already stayed there a couple of hours extra. So then he goes to the dumpster. He goes, what, you don't think the dumpster needs cleaning ever? And I looked at him. I said, sir, it's dark. It's midnight. He says, doesn't matter. Still needs cleaning. So he made me go in, get a pickle bucket, hot water, soap, and a scrub brush. And he had me scrubbing the trash can area where the green trash can was at. Scrubbing that at midnight. And I was so mad that I was literally crying at how mad I was that Mr. Gutierrez would make me scrub the dumpster. Scrub the dumpster, that cuadro where the green trash can was at midnight. And I remember Noe was there, and Javi were there. And Javi and Noe were laughing at me. This is what's funny. They were laughing at me like, scrubbing the dumpster at midnight. And I was like mad and crying. But when you cry and you're like clenching your teeth, like, don't know how? That's how mad I was. And Javi and Noe works for the federal government now. I'm not sure what happened to Javi, but Noe and Javi, they helped me out that night. They went out there and started helping me. And they started helping me scrub the dumpster at midnight. And they had already punched out. And I always appreciated that. So Noe and Javi, thank y'all, guys. Thank y'all. But let me say, guys, at the moment, it does sting when you're working at a place like that. But I will say that Whataburger was the greatest job that I ever had. It instilled in me a lot of the work ethic that I hope that I carried on to some of my jobs. And, I was probably a crappy employer at some other jobs. I just wasn't a great employee at times. It is what it is, folks. But that was a tightly run ship. Whataburger 802. Tonight, I decided to go to Whataburger here on International. Took my scooter and I said, I'm going to go have myself a fish sandwich. And I do order my fish sandwich a little bit differently, guys. So I understand if they got my order a little bit wrong. It's okay. Not a big deal. What really tripped me out, guys, that place was dirty. Dirty. That Whataburger was dirty. You had papers, fries, ketchups. Everywhere on the floor. It was dirty. And look, guys, again, I worked at Whataburger. I know the way it works. Sometimes you'll have this big old crowd, come in, and, the place will get dirty really quick. What bothered me, guys, is that sitting in the dining room was a guy with one of those manager shirts on his phone. And I'm going like, what is this? And it just felt so weird, guys, you know? It felt strange because it's not the Whataburger that I'm used to. Does that make sense? Mr. Taco. It's not the Whataburger that I'm used to. So the manager or one of the team leaders or assistant managers in one of those nice shirts, not the orange shirts, is sitting right there. I mean, and he's looking at the dirty floor. Had to, guys. Had to have looked at the dirty floor. Didn't do a damn thing. And then another manager comes out and stands with him and talks to him. And there's another manager working toward in the back or team leader or something. And then another manager walks in. And I'm going like, am I living in the bizarre? And it was bizarre for me because, again, I worked at Whataburger. So it's just very, very strange. It's not what I'm used to from Whataburger. But that Whataburger on International, let me tell y'all, folks, it needs help. And I haven't been to the other Whataburgers after falling asleep in them. I have been to them, but I haven't been there for a while. But this one was dirty. Dirty. And I don't get it. Because it's not what I'm used to from a Whataburger. So what happens is the manager that came out of the office to talk to the other manager then grabs her things and leaves. And I'm in shock. How could she leave? The store's a mess. It's dirty. And there was a lot of people working out there. And, you know, I could sense that some of the people that were working there were fairly new. So I understand. And the staff did a great job. So my staff at Whataburger, great job. Management, not so much. And see, and that's what happens, folks. That's why a lot of businesses start to go down in sales and start to falter and fail because they stop focusing on the QSC. QSC. Quality, service, cleanliness. Because, guys, believe it or not, when you go to Whataburger, you're paying for quality, service, and cleanliness. Does anyone disagree? It's in your bill, guys. Horrible management. Horrible. And I plan to speak to someone. I will speak with someone because I want them to succeed. My kids, my students that work there, they need that job. And I'm sorry, guys. Management is not doing their job. My staff is doing their job. Management is not. No Q, no S, no C. Quality, service, cleanliness. That starts to go down. The business starts to go down. And it's like, guys, have you all experienced when you go to a restaurant for the first time or the first months that it's open and mega delicious, you know, mega delicious stuff. The peaches and cream shake, delish. But have you gone to a restaurant, guys, that, you know, the first months, the food is amazing. And then like after 6 months, 9 months, then they start to go down on the quality of the food. Guys, you can't do that. You've got to maintain quality. And that's one of the things that fast food restaurants like McDonald's, Burger King, Whataburger, guys, that's why they have to be consistent. That's why the food will always taste the same at every Whataburger, every McDonald's, everywhere. And I have a wheelchair. If you can please tell me who really needs it for them not to. I have people in Matamoros in Mexico, Connie. I'll take your wheelchair. I will definitely take it to Mexico. Back there, people don't have means, resources, don't have Medicare, don't have Medicaid, don't have a lot of the other benefits we have here. So if you would like, I will take your chair and I will promise to take it to Matamoros where it will not be sold. Thank you, Connie. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And finally, here, Cositas. Nothing, we just started. So, guys, QSC. My office, 1240 East Madison Street, right here. 1240 East Madison Street. I'll be here at least for the next 30 minutes if you want to bring it now. Or I'll be here tomorrow morning from 8:30 till like 3 or 4 o'clock. I got to do my sermon. Hola, guapo. Hola, hermosa. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, hermosa Jill. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Connie, mi amor. Quality, service, cleanliness, guys. And again, to all businesses out there, we want you to succeed. We need management that makes sure that we as customers receive quality, service, and cleanness. That's one of the reasons why, guys, that every single wedding that I do, every wedding, you'll see the pictures, guys, or the videos. I always have a tux. I always have a bow tie, and I have a tuxedo shirt, guys. I actually just bought me a new pair of shoes for my weddings, specifically for the weddings. And the reason I do that, guys, because I want to offer quality, service, and cleanliness. I want to make sure that the message that I'm sharing is relevant, is important, is heartfelt. I want to make sure that I arrive on time, I am punctual, and give them give anyone that hires me on uh, you know bang for their buck. And cleanliness, I do my make sure that my bow tie is on straight. I even asked the couple, what color sequence do you want to use? Do you want to use any color sequence? Because I want to offer quality, service, and cleanliness, guys, all the time. Erasmo, anything they want to donate to Matamoros, we could also help to take over there. Yes, thank you, Emma. Appreciate that. Thank you, mi amor. I'll take tomorrow, God willing, but someone that really needs, I promise you. And as soon as we find out who, I promise I'll even post pictures, Connie. Yeah, again, will not be sold. In the receipt, if the manager name on it. That's actually a good idea. I think I might have thrown that away. Tear down those wall barricades on Boca Chica and quality service and cleanliness. Quality service and clean, and we're going. That's where exactly where we're going, Mateo. Go to Oyster Bar. It's very, very clean. Let me tell you, Oyster Bar has gotten a lot better. Oyster Bar was one of those restaurants that it's iconic. And there was a time, Connie, I will say, there was a time where the cleanliness was starting to go like. Let me tell you, the quality of the food has always been amazing. The service, amazing. The cleanliness, como que de repente was a little bit on shaky. Now, every single time I've gone, clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. And it's good to retake those things. And I think, and I'm going to take credit for some of it because I did call them out a little bit, just a little bit, in regards to some cleaning issues. And they did take care of them. And you're right, Connie. As of now, Oyster Bar offers quality service and cleanliness. They do. The quality of their food is amazing. Never have an issue. Recently haven't had an issue with them. And I don't think I've ever had an issue in regards to the food. The food's always been amazing. But guys, quality service and cleanliness is also what we expect from leadership in the city of Brownsville. It's the same thing. Guys, we're paying their salaries. And yes, I know that the mayor and the commissioners don't get paid. We're paying the salaries of the city manager, those that are overseen, and his office by the mayor and the city commission, guys. So we expect QSC. The mayor and the city commission are the supervisors, and the city is the staff. So we expect QSC. Unfortunately for us, folks, our local leadership is blinded to the trash that's right in front of them because they rather focus more on Republic's contract and keeping them happy than keeping you and me happy. Guys, have we received the service that we've paid for in the city of Brownsville in regards to resources? We have not. A clear example. We paid for months for pickup, for branch pickup. Didn't get it. It's not providing good service. Cleanliness throughout the Brownsville. Mateo was mentioning Boca Chica, guys. My Lord. Boca Chica's a mess. Good evening, Arroyo. Good evening, good evening. Guys, Boca Chica's a mess. We get nothing. Nothing. So, do we have a right to demand quality service and cleanliness? You better believe that we do. This is our community, guys. So, I'm hoping that Whataburger does something about it. I am going to ask to speak to some supervisors, guys, because I don't want my kids out there, my students, to have to suffer because of lazy management, inept management. Management who would opt to have a dirty place. Dirty. And again, why am I making a big deal about it? I'm making a big deal about it because it was so strange for me. Because it's not what I expect. I expect something different. And you know, one of the things I learned from working in Monterrey under Señor Arista. Señor Arista was my boss at a company that I worked at. El señor Arista siempre decía, Erasmo, ¿en qué negocio estamos, Erasmo? ¿En qué negocio estamos? O sea, si te vas a dedicar al restaurante, entonces asegúrate de tener suficiente para poder proveer la necesidad de aquellas personas que vienen al restaurante. O sea, I cannot stand a restaurant that, we can't sell you any fish sandwich because we didn't order enough fish sandwiches. And I remember the words of Dr. Arista, ¿en qué negocio estamos? You had one job. ¿En qué negocio estamos? And I really hate when places they run out of stuff. And look, guys, of course, there's extenuating circumstances. We all know that, blah, blah, blah. But when it's a concept, it becomes an issue, folks. ¿En qué negocio estamos, Erasmo? But el señor Arista, again, another guy that was really, really, really very, very strict. And he made sure to instill in us quality, service, and cleanliness. Would make us wear these coats, ties. I mean, look impeccable, guys. And it was very difficult for me back then because I was a lot heavier. I could show you pictures, guys, a lot heavier. And it was hard to find clothes in Mexico for heavy folks. It's not easy. So it was really very hard to find quality clothes to look clean. But I managed it, I winged it. And very, very fortunate to have a lot of friends out there. My ex-wife and my Mexican children is very supportive. But let me say, guys, when it comes to the city leadership, guys, we should expect the same. Expect exactly the same. ¿Qué onda con el vato del Escalade? I don't know. Some people were asking, like, is it just people are going crazy here? The vaccine and guys, I don't think people are going crazy. I think people are just frustrated, guys, from having to constantly be inside. I think a lot of people are frustrated that they haven't been to work, and they're reacting. And again, haven't been to work because there has been no work. Where did I leave my? Oh, there it is. No. Oh, there it is. My medallion. I love my medallions. The idiot almost hit me. Oh, sorry. It was kind of a weird deal. The peaches and cream shake, yum. They need to keep that. We should expect the same thing from leadership. Guys, we still don't know what the big secret is that the mayor is keeping, but he seems to be all giddy about it. And it's kind of, again, nothing against the mayor, but doesn't it feel like kind of childish? Doesn't it feel like weird that the mayor of the city of Brownsville is like, I'm teasing y'all, something's coming, ha 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 ha, something's coming. And then he put up a comment today, and I thought it was kind of like, it just sounded weird. Like, in all these comments, I got one comment that got it right, and a couple others maybe, but one got it right. And I'm going like, it just feels weird. The mayor of the city of Brownsville, guys, all giddy like a schoolgirl because he was teasing the people of Brownsville, the butt kissers. He took a damn picture with Elon, guys. Elon Musk. And people went bat crap crazy. Bat crap crazy over a picture with Elon Musk. And already take it as a given. This is going to be great. Don't even know what it is. We don't know what it is. Is Elon building a sports center here? Is he bringing down a professional team? Is Elon opening a convention center? Is Elon fixing El Jardín Hotel? What is it? Oh, it's a secret. It just feels childish. And let me say, guys, love you, Papa. Let me say, folks, I don't get it. Just say, guys, expect a new something, a plant that builds rockets, something. It's a teaser. Something's coming. And people bend over backwards. And I don't get it. A couple of people, actually, one individual went out there. Okay, now Erasmo is going to be all upset. Why? Do they not know Erasmo Castro? Why am I going to be upset? Because there's a possibility of good things coming to the city of Brownsville? Are you stupid, man? Are you stupid? I'm ecstatic anytime I hear that great stuff is coming to the city of Brownsville. Do I believe Elon Musk? No. Do I believe the mayor and the city commission? Hell no. Hell no. Okay. But I'm wanting something great to come to the city of Brownsville. And I want them to put the resources that come to the city of Brownsville in things that benefit the city of Brownsville as a whole. Guys, again, I'm sorry. Funneling millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars downtown does not benefit Brownsville as a whole. Just that simple. And I'd love to have a discussion, conversation with anyone, any one of those butt kissers out there that are always kissing the mayor's butt. I brought one on the other day. Do you remember? I brought one on the other day. Peach chicks. Yep. Guys, I brought one on the other day. And I said, what about this? What about that? He couldn't answer, guys. They didn't know. I do have the app. They didn't know. Anyway, guys, I had a wedding tomorrow morning. That was canceled. I have another wedding tomorrow in Matamoros. They haven't come down to make sure that I've reserved the time and date for them. And these family. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I have to prepare my Sunday sermon tomorrow. I have a rough draft. There's some things that I wanted to include. I just don't see how it's going to fit in exactly what I want to say. There was I took a picture of a piano that was in the lobby of the hotel that I stayed at Puebla. Beautiful baby grand piano, beautiful, and it had a sign on top of it: "No tocar el piano." And I took a picture of the sign and of the piano with the sign on top because I thought it was kind of ironic, you know. What do you mean, don't touch the piano? What is the piano for? Piano's to play. That's what a piano's for. What good is a piano? A big baby grand? What are they called? A baby grand piano? What good is a baby grand piano for if you can't play it? You know? Pianos were made to be played. So that's what I want to do my sermon on. Pianos were made to be played. It's useless. It's like having a cello. And I shared that video of the guy playing the cello. Cello's cello. It looks nice. But if you don't have someone plucking on the strings, what good is it? It needs to be used. It needs to be molded. And that's one of the things that Efra, el músico de acá, told me. He goes, a piano, if you don't play it, se desafina by just sitting there. But if you're constantly playing it, como que it's just like places itself in that position that it needs to be in. So that's what I want to do my sermon on. How important it is to be of service, to have individuals extract that music. Because if you stay there for too long, you wither and die. Y luego no vas a servir para nada y para nadie. That's what happens to oranges and limones. 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 You could have them out there, look beautiful. Leave them out there for too long, se secan por dentro. And then no more juicy stuff. It's a shame. Erasmo, have you asked the mayor if the closing of the downtown fire station delayed the life-saving treatment and transport to the hospital? Did it lead to the death of the man who got run over there on the street? That is an amazing, great question, guys. As today we learned that the individual who ran over the man downtown was taken into custody, and three felony counts, guys. What a shame. But what Juan Garcia is mentioning is very true, guys. What was the man dead on the scene uh, downtown where he was run over, or did he die in transit to the hospital, or did he die in the hospital? I'm not sure. What I'm trying to get at is, I think what Juan is mentioning is, guys, could the life of the man have been saved if we would have had the fire station downtown open? Has anyone even thought about asking that? This is a great question. Has anyone thought about asking that? And look, guys, how many individuals, este, how many individuals that live on the west side would before be serviced by this fire station, guys? Now we've got nothing but a building with a hole in the roof that's full of mold, cannot be used. This is the city building, guys, and it was an issue that was reported to the city 3 years ago, guys. 3 years ago, this was reported to the city. City opted to do nothing about it, nothing. And again, that goes back to what I've always said, guys. You have to constantly be maintaining these things. That's what happened to the zoo. We let it go to waste. It's happened to the airport. We let it go to waste. Boca Chica now. We're letting it go to Elon. Our praised values of properties, letting them go to crap. The only ones that are benefiting this current market with Elon, the only ones that have benefited as of right now, it's the mayor and the city commission, guys. It's that simple. They're the ones that have benefited. They're the ones that have made a little extra cash. We have not. We have not. They're like watching a magic show, pulling tricks out of their hats and sleeves, out of their colas. Hey, but the Mayor Trey Bennett took a picture with Elon Musk. And Juan, that's what really trips me out. Is like, do we really need a mayor taking pictures with movie stars, billionaires? Or do we need a mayor and a city commission that is out there actually working for the people of Brownsville? It's just that simple. They be trying to trick us. We ain't fooling that easy, Papa. But the fire chief, Jared Shelton, is at home running the department along with his administration. Yet the citizens of Brownsville and the firefighters take the crap end of the stick, the short end of the stick. The crap end of the stick. We've heard that as well. There's no leadership at the fire station, guys. And it's very unfortunate. If this is the case, the fire chief is at home, there's no leadership, guys. Where's the QSC? Well, how do they lead by example? And it goes back to the Whataburger thing, guys. How could there be a manager sitting right there comfortably in the dining room while the dining room's a mess? Another one coming out of the office and then leaving, the floor is still a mess. How? Have you seen that meme, guys, where you have leadership? Two forms of leadership. A leader who sits on top of the block that is being pulled by the slaves, and the leadership where the leader is the one at front showing them how to pull the brick. Have you seen that meme? What kind of leadership do we want for the city of Brownsville? Good evening, Atavo. Good evening, Mama, and good evening, good evening. ¿Qué onda, Erasmo? Jesus Garza Jr. How you doing, Papa? Have a great, great weekend. Guys, for all the butt kissers out there, I'm ecstatic that things are coming to Brownsville. I'm hopeful, but I'm so cautious. Again, I mentioned it this morning. Ronald Reagan, trust but verify, guys. We trust, but we verify. It's that simple. Trust but verify. The condition of the fire station is deplorable, but how about the art gallery across it has closed streets for SpaceX events? We've got nothing but the short end of the stick. And that's what's infuriating to me, guys. We deserve so much better than what we have. So much better. And I want so much better for the people of Brownsville. Guys, I'm going to end it at 15 minutes, guys. Didn't turn out to be a short show after all. Guys, when you're going to offer your best. Mídete. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be the best. Again, guys, everything I have on is thrift store clothes. Super inexpensive. But I make them look like $1,000,000 because I'm handsome and totally not fat. This makes the look. Guys, make the look. Make it happen. Offer the quality, service, and cleanliness in anything and everything that you do. Our city needs you guys, and our city needs me. I was asked today if me estaba desanimando, if I was going to throw in the towel. Guys, I'm here for the long run. I don't care the crap that the butt kissers throw out there. I don't care their accusations. I don't care about them bringing up my deferred adjudication from 1992. I don't care of them bringing up my DWI, falling asleep at Waterbury, which is what they regularly do. I don't care. And I had a lunch with one of my attorney today. Let me say, guys, could easily get my record expunged. Will not do that. Will not do that. I promise you transparency. I'm going to give you transparency because for me, I want to offer you quality, service, and cleanliness because I respect you and you deserve nothing but the best. So, guys, have a great, great evening. Stay safe out there. A lot of crazy people driving around. Be safe. If you can, stay home or find other things to do away from Brownsville. Just be cautious, be careful. Brownsville is unfortunately. Weekend plans. Tomorrow I have maybe a wedding in Matamoros. They haven't paid me, so I don't know. Also, I have to finish my sermon for Sunday, and that I'm still playing it out in my mind. I still want to do that piano. Just trying to figure it out in my head. But that's about it. Then church on Sunday. I have a wedding on Sunday, actually. So that one's paid for, I think. But we'll see. Thank you, Baba. Thank you for asking. Hello, Eneida. Hello. You have beautiful hair. Guys, remember, we're in this together, guys. And if we're out there asking questions, it isn't para fregarles to try and find something to aha moment for them. We just want to be part of the process. Guys, continue to demand QSC from everyone out there who offers a service, especially those who you and I have elected into office. Guys, Staying strong, face coverings, hand sanitizer, social distance if you still believe in all that. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the morning. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the morning, we'll have coffee together. Guys, be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.